been socialized to be an asshole, and that doesn't feel good. And I promise to the black community.
Nah, dude, you're just an asshole.
To
Am I racist? Matt Walsh follows up, what is a woman? By the way, we still don't know. With am I racist? Let's just get into it. I've delayed watching this for as long as possible. I've heard rave reviews about it. And yeah, I just wanted to be in the right space to watch it. But here we go. Am I racist? Matt Walsh. Reaction. Let's go. The only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination. Ben Shapiro. That's a whole other conversation. So this is going to be some Borat style interview. You know, like in disguise.
He's a certified DEI expert.
Well, that's someone who takes you on a journey of diversity and inclusion. And speaking of journeys, you know, it's all about how you begin the journey. We cover this in the workshop. I'd like to start with. So I would like to begin by acknowledging that this broadcast is airing in the traditional lands of the Ute, the Paiute, the Goshute, and the Shoshone tribes. These are the peoples who called this land home before it was ravaged and ransacked.
This guy's such a troll. It's hilarious.
A lot of things that we don't necessarily.
Straight face.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd go through the exercise right now.
Go ahead. What is it?
So, can we all do it together?
Yeah, do we stand?
Yeah, we stand for it.
Okay.
It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. I start every day like this. So what you're doing is you're stretching. And what you're doing is you're stretching out of your whiteness. Okay, so you're decentering your whiteness. You're stretching out of your whiteness. You're probably wondering if this is real. The answer is yes, it's real. That's me, Matt Walsh, in real life.
Here's how I got here.
Man bun and the skinny jeans on an actual news show as a certified DEI expert. How did I get there? And how did I
Still
become
going.
Well, it's a complicated story.
It's a dope ass intro.
I've been a white guy my whole life.
Coffee?
Yes, thank you.
How do you take it?
Black.
That was intense.
That was awkward. Should I not have said black? I don't like cream. Is that so wrong? I don't think the two should be mixed. Okay, that does sound racist. Wait, am I racist? What is racism? What expert? Preferably someone outside of my bubble. Somebody who can speak with authority about.
I don't think the two should be mixed.
Or I'll just talk to this white woman. This is Kate Slater. She's an anti-racist scholar and educator.
I know I need to do the work, but I don't know what the work is.
So what is the work?
I think for white folks, the work is reallocating our resources and privileges to balance out systemic inequities. So that means who says, okay, I'm ready to interrupt racism, or I'm going to be really nice to that black or brown person because that's the work. But they're never willing to interrupt their shitty racist uncle.
That's a powerful example for me. You mentioned the racist uncle.
I've got one too.
Yeah, but you're saying sometimes we have to confront those people.
Oh, absolutely. Because if you're not going to confront them, who is?
When is the right age to talk to our kids about their racism?
Before they can talk.
What?
I mean it.
So it's my 6-month-old baby I used.
Why the hell not? Why the hell not? So my daughter's 4 years old. She's still watching Disney movies, and she is choosing a white princess.
My 3-year-old daughter is her favorite princess is Moana.
Love it.
Got a little bit of cultural appropriation here. She wants to be Moana for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we navigate that? Do I go and buy the Pacific Islander native attire for my white 3-year-old?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
But I guess what we might call the Moana problem here is what, on one hand, is cultural appropriation. On the other hand, there's gravitating.
It's a moral conundrum.
White characters.
She's fucking like.
Is America an inherently racist country?
A little bit.
I think fundamentally, yes. America is racist to its bones. every white person in America has grown up in a country where race and racism make up the fabric of our society. So I don't think anyone moves through this world with a non-biased, non-racist worldview.
So the answer is yes, I am racist.
You said it.
Case closed.
If Kate Slater is right, then it's all worse than I thought. This is all anti-racist.
Yeah, this section is really just books
Just
on
a big Malcolm X book.
anti-racism and a lot of...
Some of these books are provocative.
Yes, definitely.
So
Jesus
am I
Christ.
allowed to even read this one?
I think you're allowed to read it. I would not perhaps say the title.
What the hell? Hey, what's that book you're reading? This is, it's just, it's nigger. I know that author thinks of himself or herself as just the absolute genius. It's like, hey, look at my book. It's called fucking Say It.
These are all staff recommendations. They're all fiction written by diverse authors, and they're all pretty fun.
Dumb question. You said diverse authors. What's a diverse person?
That would be basically people who aren't white, essentially. So Black, Latinx, Native American, Asian.
But
Everybody who's not
Latinx.
white is diverse.
Well,
But we have all the materials here, I think, to start the journey. Beautiful bookstore.
Thank you. We're fond of it.
Robin DiAngelo's 2018 book White Fragility catapulted to the top of the New York Times bestsellers list.
Everyone, please check out her book, White Fragility. Everyone
Is that
else
Dwight?
in the world has.
White Fragility, which is in many cases the Bible for white people.
This is the book that we will be reading.
In many cases, the
Folks, septum rings. That is the only red flag to look out for. As soon as you see that ring right around here, just know that you're in for a fucking chaotic time.
Bible for white people.
This is the book that we will be.
Because who does? Think about it, like, realistically, logically, in the world. What kind of mindset do you have to put a freaking ring right about there? Like, what's the first impression that anyone you see will ever have? Like, oh, that's it. And that's what they thrive on. They're like, yeah, that's right. Trouble.
reading.
White Fragility.
Crucial and seminal book.
That is Dwight.
selling this for the third year.
As a white person, I was just raised to expect the world to be mine.
That's how difficult we are. That's how big a a-holes we are.
White identity is inherently racist. White people do not exist outside the system of white supremacy.
When we say I'm not racist, what we're conveying is that we're
Not entirely
clueless
false.
about what race-
Anger, fear, and guilt, and behaviors such as argumentation, silence, and withdrawal. These responses work to maintain our dominance within the racial hierarchy. I conceptualize this process as Robin DiAngelo is right.
So, intervention.
Coming to terms with my whiteness, it's not going to be easy. Fortunately, I found a support group that can help me with my white privilege. Run by an anti-racist expert who specializes in grief. Her fee was $30,000 to host this workshop. So, obviously, she must be the best.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I'm worried that, as a well-known conservative,
Oh,
this
I wish I
support
had that
group
job.
may not welcome me into their fold. Whatever it takes to continue this journey.
All right. So typically, I like.
I guess this is before his disguise. This woman is charging
When you're
30,000.
ready, open your eyes and rejoin the space.
$30,000.
All right. So is everybody excited to talk about?
Please share your pronouns, how you're feeling today, as well as the weirdest compliment you have ever received.
My name is Dan. I'm feeling excited today.
If you want to
Right,
stand,
okay, I'll just
it's
sit
totally,
down.
it's okay.
I'm Steven. Pronouns all...
Steven Crowder.
I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm feeling excited, nervous, a little hungry. But the strangest compliment I've ever gotten is I've been complimented on the number of black friends that I have in the past. So it's 17. It's a number that, sometimes it comes up, but that's
17.
it. So.
It's quite a lot of. I don't have 17 black
Thank
friends.
you, everybody.
And quite frankly, I pray to God you all feel this uncomfortable. I will be so happy. You are here to sit amidst whatever suffering and
30
pain
grand
you're
just to scold
experiencing
people.
for the sake of.
You
I
gotta
don't
have
know
a
if
certain
you grew
type
up
of
with a
fucking
Christian
balls to you
background.
to
I
do
did.
this.
Patience is not needed. People are dying. Kindness. We are here to talk about the fact that Black Americans are not safe. If I'm going to be quite frank, when I do this work in these types of circles, I'm not safe.
Why are you not safe in the circle?
Being an African American in primarily white spaces is not safe. These topics may be difficult.
Depends on the
and at
country, I
times you
guess.
may feel
Don't do that
you
shit in
find that your
Israel.
emotions are
Yeah, I don't fit in
interfering with
here.
the
I feel like I've been socialized to be an asshole, and that doesn't feel good. And I promise to the Black community.
Nah, dude, you're
is
just an
to lean
asshole.
into
A brighter future for myself and for.
This is
for
so
the
cringe.
world. My promise to myself is love. To love myself. I've struggled so much with it in my life to love myself. My promise to the Black community is to be so much better.
Oh.
So much better than I have been to them. To be better in so many better ways. To better myself.
It's like a Kamala
better the
speech.
world. And I know that I haven't been better, but I'm going to be.
Oh boy, it's just,
That's my promise.
it keeps going.
Thank you.
There's only so much cringe I can take in one sitting. And plus, I don't want to, overextend my welcome with this. So I'm going to splice up these reactions. So yeah, that's part one. And funnily enough, that's part one of my reaction. Funnily enough, this movie is an hour and 40 minutes long. I don't even think we've even begun with the real absurdities. So that should be fun. But yeah, stay tuned for the next time. Goodbye.